Good evening, everybody. Awesome to see all of you. You can see my hair is a little bit messed up. I just ran in from outside and it is raining pretty good. I hope you are doing great tonight. It's like I said, it's great to be on with everybody. I am your host this evening, and I am also your guest presenter. My name is Ken, and we had another gentleman, Oliver Figueroa, who is going to be presenting. Hi, Clarence. Good to see you. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. I forgot to ask that. And my mistake, I had Oliver actually booked for next week. And I, for some reason, thought it was this week. So my mistake about that. He will be on next week as our guest presenter. So that will be super fun. Anyway, if you're a guest tonight over in on the YouTube stream, or you are with somebody right now who is a business owner and who has invited you in to the meeting this evening, welcome. It's good to have you on. As I said, my name is Ken. My wife Jennifer and I are business owners, and what we're going to talk to you about this evening. And we live in South Florida, a couple hours north of Miami, a couple hours south of Orlando. Let me give you a little bit about my background real quick. I am, I think I grew up kind of like I would say most people grow up in the world today, right? What does that mean? You as you're growing up, you get told, hey, listen, do well in school, study hard, work hard, have a good work ethic, try to get a good education in whatever field you have an interest, and then go out there and get a good job and work at having a good career. And that was the path that Jennifer and I were on. She and I both worked that path hard, and it was working for us. We both went in the Air Force after college, and then were officers in the Air Force and started a career like that. And then something happened along the way, call it 5 years or so into our careers. And that is our priorities started to shift, and we started thinking a little bit differently about how we wanted to live the rest of our lives. And we started to reevaluate what our goals were. They quit being just career goals, and they started to be goals that centered more about what we wanted out of life as a couple, and thinking about family and just thinking about everything different. So that was kind of our mental journey into what we were thinking and looking for. What I found is there are a lot of other people that are, and I'll throw my slide deck up here so I can kind of help keep me on track. But the other thing that people that I see today are looking for is many people are just looking for a way to make some extra money, to maybe give them just a little more breathing room. And they're looking for a way to create an additional stream of income to what they're already doing, because what they're doing is working usually, but it's usually not giving them the resources that they need or that they anticipate needing in the future, to the degree that they get them and to the degree that they want. It's, for some people, they make okay money, but they could use some more. For other people, they're thinking, yeah, I'm doing okay financially, but man, I work crazy hard and I just see no way off of this treadmill. And I need to start thinking a little bit differently about how I bring some income in, and maybe even for reasons of diversification and a little bit of mental margin and security. They're thinking to themselves, you know what, I wish I had a little more income coming in from another source than what I've already got. So in other words, for whether you were thinking like Jen and I, or maybe one of these other examples I just talked about, it's about living life on our own terms. And what I found is that when people think about that today, there are lots of different ways of making money. We're going to talk about a way where you can be a business owner without the risk of traditional business. And I'm excited about it. Jen is too. This is all we do. So um, we are big believers in this business, and it has worked really well for our family, to include my parents, who are actually the people that showed this to us, and has become multi-generational with our family. So people understand this idea that there are different ways of making money. Call them side hustles, call them whatever you want to call them. And today, though, not only are people looking at maybe bringing in another stream of income, but they're thinking differently about it, right? They're thinking about, will it give me flexibility? Will I be able to make it fit into my already busy life? Will I be able to afford to get into something like that? They're looking at all of those types of things. And what I would tell you is, um, here you can. So I'm going to be talking to you tonight about the Amway business. And some of you may or may not have heard of it. Um, some people may or may not have used some of the products. Primarily, the Amway business has products for business owners to sell and use, and help other people to live better lives with. And I'll talk more about those products in a bit. For me, though, the business, with its great products in the health and wellness industry, which is a huge and growing industry because people are trying to feel better all the time, look better, take better care of the environment and of themselves and of their homes and their families. And in the product mix that we have available to us as independent business owners powered by Amway is phenomenal, because it fits and it kind of checks all the boxes for all those things that so many of us are looking for. But there's another side of it, right? And that is this idea that if you're going to be in business for yourself, and any business, right? Today, especially, people are looking for not just money, they're looking ultimately for some independence. And what does that look like? If you think about it in terms of an equation like you see here, that looks a little bit like this. Independence equals a desire for more, plus you need the opportunity for extra income so that you can get that breathing room. That the independence is probably, a big part of why you're doing something, is to give you that, plus some skin in the game. I think that makes sense to everybody. It makes sense that if you're striving towards something, that you have a desire for more, or you wouldn't be able to do anything different than what you're doing right now. I think it also makes sense that whatever it is you're going to attempt to do, or you're going to look at, there has to be an opportunity for extra income, and it needs to make sense, right? There should be some scalability there. There should be some, hey, you put in a little bit of effort, you can make a little bit of money, you add more effort, and you work toward bigger results, you should get a bigger reward. And ultimately something that can, really turn into something significant down the road. Otherwise, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to try to just do something on the side, like a business, because anything takes work and effort. And to Jen and I, it felt like, listen, if we're going to learn about something, if we're going to get better at something, if we're going to put our energy into it over the long term, we want to make sure that we're going to get a long-term result as well as a short-term result. We want to be able to build into something for the future. And in the idea of skin in the game here, that's different for everybody. Some people are just looking to maybe make an extra couple $100s a month. And so they're going to have a smaller amount of quote unquote skin in the game, a smaller amount of personal effort they're going to put into something. Some people are looking to make an extra couple $1,000s or more a month. And those people know that they're going to have more commitment to something. And what's fun about this business is that here there's a scalability that will allow you to do all of that. Speaking of other types of businesses, right? There are lots of other ways that people can make money today. But the reality is most of them become difficult because they really have kind of a time is money model, meaning you put in a certain amount of time and you only get a certain amount of result. And if you stop working, you stop getting a result, and it's always equal 1-to-1, like in, getting paid by the hour type thing. And if you're a business owner, that's not how something is. there's usually an initial effort, an initial learning curve, all that sort of stuff that goes into something. And it's no different here with this business. And then as you get better at something, you can get rewarded better. Um, and I don't mean to speak, esoterically about something, but as you develop expertise and confidence and skills, you hope to be able to transform that into something that's more than just a simple time is money. And with this business, there's a model that supports that. Listen, obviously, hustling harder in life for the rest of our lives is not the goal. And so if that's the case, then there's another aspect of this independence equation that has to be added, and that is the idea of control. We need to be able to add control to anything that we're trying to do. And that's what I love about this business. When you can put some personal control into the efforts you put in, and you can kind of help manage the risk and other types of stuff that are typically associated with business, and investing into something that maybe you don't have any expertise in, but you want to give it a try. If you want to do something successfully, you know that you need the desire, you have the desire for more, you want the business to give you that opportunity, or this enterprise, and to earn extra income. And you know you're going to have to put some skin in the game, but you also need to have a level of control over everything that you're doing, because you have a busy life, and because you know that life is complicated today, right? So what does the best business looks like? It looks like something that you can do from anywhere, that's pretty low risk. To get started in this business, about $78. That's an annual cost to become. It's like you register, and that they give you a business owner number, and so that's pretty low risk. And this business has the ability to scale so that you don't just earn money based on strictly on the number of hours you work. Um, so I'm going to skip ahead to some other stuff here. And here's something that's important. I think I won't. I'm going to assume if you're listening this evening and you're tuned in, and I were to ask you a question like, would you rather figure out another way to, or more ways to live on your own terms, or would you rather hustle harder the rest of your life? Well, of course you're going to say, I want to figure out smarter ways to live on my own terms. And I don't want you to think that lots of other ways of earning income out there are not possible, right? You can have another home that you rent out as, some sort of vacation rental by owner type thing, or you can run a professional service, maybe with one of the skills that you have. Maybe you have some skills in accounting, or you have skills in video editing, or maybe you clean stuff on the side, or you have a business that does some landscaping on the side. I don't know, whatever it could be, right? Those are typically kind of a time equals money model enterprises. And to scale those many times is complicated, because you're doing something part-time in addition to the other stuff that you already do. So I don't want you to think, I say all that because I don't want you to think that I don't recognize that there are other ways to make money. But sometimes if they're simply based on using algorithms from big search engines, or big sales entities, or platforms, right? Sometimes algorithms control things, and when there's a system change, it can bump out what you thought was the best way to advertise or do something. The other thing is, a lot of these other models, just like I mentioned, they're always dependent on your availability. And so at the end of the day, what happens? You're kind of right back to where you were when you started, in that you're thinking to yourself, I'm trying to work smarter. I'm trying to work differently. Okay. And like I said, that is where Amway thrives, because here you're in control. Here you have the ability to be in business for yourself, start a business, be supported by a multi-billion-dollar privately held company based out of the US that has been in business over 60 years. And so it has an infrastructure intact, and yet it has also incredible products. And I mentioned this before, the products that we have in our business that we can sell through our business and we can even use ourselves um, really center around wellness. We have vitamins and supplements that come through an incredible brand that Amway has called Nutrilite. And Nutrilite is really all about plant-based nutrition. It's about bringing really smart science and testing into the products, into their vitamins and supplements, and all of the um, things that we can take to augment or fill in the gap in our nutrition. And they put all of that into the science behind what they do. And then we have access to those products. And only independent business owners powered by Amway have the ability to represent and sell those products. And it's the same with our Artistry Skincare. It's another top tier skincare product line that is even now using the science from the nutrition side with Nutrilite to infuse their products together to give the very best efficacy for the products, like some of their skincare lines that are either about helping to remove fine lines and or reduce fine lines and wrinkles, or lotions, or different types of cleaning products for your skin that are properly pH balanced for men and women. There's all kinds of stuff. Then we also have sports nutrition. We have personal care products with an incredible lineup of toothpaste, shampoo, body soap, you name it. And we also have an incredible line of home cleaning products that are really kind of low impact to the environment cleaning products, low impact to your home, so that you don't have a bunch of chemicals every time you wash clothes or clean your counters or wash your dishes, things like that. So I mentioned all of this because if you think about having a business, you need to have good products or provide a good service. In this case, the service side kind of works hand in glove with us as business owners, because what we are allowed to do is we represent the products. And if we have a few people that we would say would become our clients over the long term, these are people that are already loving health and wellness type of products and are looking for smart products for their home, stuff that they're going to put in their body or on their skin. And they're looking for high quality. And here, not only do we have incredibly high quality products, but we have a 180-day satisfaction guarantee. So as a business owner, to me, what is that? That means that I can stand behind my product. That means that if I'm going to talk to somebody about a great supplement, there's a supplement I take every evening. It's called sleep. There are sleep gummies, and so you pop a few of these things right before you go to bed, and they've got some passion flower and melatonin in them, and it really helps me stay asleep. So I fall asleep easily and stay asleep. And so if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I want to say, hey, try this product because it really works for me, and they try it and they love it, great. If they try it and they're halfway through the bottle and it doesn't work for them, they can send it back to the corporation and within 180 days, and Amway will give them their money back. So I look at that and I say, that's the type of business I want to be affiliated with and the kind of product that I want to be able to represent. And as a business owner, you can make money from it. And so, what are we talking about there? Well, let me bring this up like this. Typically, when you get started in business, especially business today, especially something that's really primarily an online business, powered online, and I think I have my phone around here somewhere. Here it is, charging. We can run our businesses right from our phones. So Amway has apps. They have apps to help you show beauty products. They have apps to help you with the nutritional products. They have an app that they give you a website. They personalized website they give you for free so that you can send people links to so they can order the products from you and have them delivered. They even have a rewards program for your best customers called AmPerks, so that they can get rewards for being loyal customers and even have access to free shipping when their orders go over certain dollar amounts. So all of that technology is wrapped into, kind of this digital infrastructure. Well, what happens with most digital infrastructure for businesses? Well, um, those things, and here's what I'd say about that. Those things are kind of based on kind of just cost reduction, right? Here's some FAQs. Don't call us. We don't have, live customer service. You're kind of on your own. Watch some videos, and that's it. Well, here we don't do that. Here, there's 1-800 number. In addition to the online ways to reach Amway customer service, you can reach real people. They will help you with your orders. They will help support your customers, and they will work with you to support you in your business. The other thing is, this is more than just having access to products. Here, because of the type of business model it is, it's called direct sales. When you get started in the business, the person that invites you and you register in the business becomes your sponsor, and they become part of your team, we call it upline because they're up in the line of sponsorship from you. And they have every incentive to help you succeed, because if you don't succeed, really, they don't succeed, right? Because they benefit because of the way the compensation plan works. Any volume that you do benefits them as well, benefits you, and it also benefits them. So there's support from Amway, there's support from your upline, there's great people that are super successful at this business, and they provide incredible mentorship opportunities so that you have somebody you can ask questions to. You have people that you can interact with that are genuinely interested in your success. In other words, it's kind of a rising tide raises all boats at the same time. And when you win, we win, and we all win. And so it's really fun. And back to what I was saying before about the model itself, most models, when it's a time versus money type scenario, it's kind of a 1-to-1 ratio, right? You have one customer, and that's how you build your business, one customer at a time. Most of the I would say, especially online type businesses, are strictly transactional. You provide something, that's it. There is no relationship. And you always kind of feel like you're on your own. But like I talked about, with all that support that you get, here you have something a little bit different. The products that we represent give us the opportunity to have recurring customers, because typically people are in this line of especially health and wellness, they find something they like and they want to stick with it. And so it's more relationship based, right? Where you're having conversations with people and helping them to figure out what it is that they're looking for and how you can help them with the products that you have access to from your business. And here, like I talked about with this line of sponsorship, here you can build a team. And that's where we can kind of go to this 1-to-many ratio. And that is very different. That's what excited Jennifer and I. It was this idea of positive leverage, right? Where you start to build a business, you start supporting some customers, you start working at talking to other people that might be interested in doing what you're doing as well, to make some money in the health and wellness industry. And as that grows for you, the way the Amway compensation plan works, you have the ability to, as I said before, build a team. And as their volume builds, you move up in what we call the compensation plan. And as you move up levels, you make more money. And so that's a very powerful model. What if you can leverage yourself because you can help other business owners on your team, in your organization, to make money and grow their businesses? They don't work for you because they're independent business owners also, because of the way the Amway compensation plan works. Amway pays you based on the compensation plan and based on the volume that they do, in addition to the volume you do. So it's kind of this unlimited ability to grow and to scale yourself up, and not just have something where you're stuck in this 1-to-1 ratio. So I'll close it out with this. If you think about a side hustle, or you think about something to earn extra income, you wouldn't be here tonight if you didn't have a desire for more. Clearly, you want something that gives you opportunity for extra income. And here we have that. Um, Here you can make an extra $100, $200, $500, $1,000 or more a month. What I would tell you is we have a plan that and a strategy to help you to do that. A meeting like this is kind of part of that, so that you can invite a friend or somebody that you know or meet that says, "Hey, look, I'm looking for something," and you can invite them to a meeting like this. And we have them every week, and somebody will show them the business just like you're taking a look at this right now. And so that is part of that scalability, that rising tide lifting all boats, so that you can help build your business. What else would I say? What does it take for skin in the game? Maybe I misspoke when I said 78 before. $76 is the annual registration fee. Right now, when you get started, part of the initial sign up, Amway sends you a little box, and it's got 3 great products, 3 of the top selling products in it. It's got some of our top supplements, vitamins called Double X, and they give you a little 10-day supply. It gives you a 1-month supply of this special skin serum, which is to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and help help with some damage to your skin that can take place because of the hyaluronic acid and the vitamin C that's in it. And there's also another supplement in there that is an energy supplement, which is incredible. It's this, um, um, it's like a small supply. I think it's maybe a 10-day supply. I don't remember exactly because I'm not looking at it right now. But it's this focus and energy pack. And it has some rhodiola in it, and it is just kind of a pick me up, where maybe in the afternoon you're saying to yourself, gosh, I wish I had a great way to get a little bit of energy. After lunch, you can take one of these pills to help you focus a little bit. Some people take them right before they go and work out. Anyway, all that is included when you get registered. And listen, here's the thing. There's no purchase requirements to stay in business, quote unquote. There's no minimum sales you have to do to stay in business. So you can kind of build your business at your own speed. And like I said before, what you have access to both personally and for your business is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And the last thing I would say is you have control, which if you're looking for more independence in life and you're thinking about working on developing an extra stream of income, you really kind of want those things to match up. And so here you can choose the products you want to represent. We talk about it in a way of maybe saying pick your passion. Most people kind of have a leaning that they would go into, whether it's sports nutrition or skincare products or home care, whatever it is, or maybe it's a little bit of everything. Here you have the ability to kind of choose that and do that. And so you build the business on your own schedule because everybody's busy. So you kind of fit it in as you want to. And you have a great team and access to people here. And, don't just take my word for it. There are a lot of people in this business. These are just 3 different business owners, 3 different lives, whether they're, full-time mom with 2 little kids, or a mom who's also a business owner running several businesses, or your dad here who, started off small in life, and ended up building a huge business and, living and doing this full time. So there is a little something here for everybody. And I would just tell you, if you're thinking about this, or you're a guest tonight and you're checking this out for the first time, or maybe as a follow-up, get back with the person that invited you and get started. I would say there is very low risk, low barrier to entry, and incredible opportunity with all the training and education that's available to help you get started, and the mentorship and the access to a really great team to help you do that. And then set some goals and get ready to get going, because it really comes down to, have you reached a point in life where you're thinking, I need to make some changes. I need to start doing some things a little bit differently if I want to achieve some different results. And if you're ready to do that, then this is an incredible opportunity to do so. So that's all I wanted to share this evening. It's been great connecting with all of you. I see we have people on from all over the place tonight, from California out there. Bill and Kim, great to see you. Cecilia, also out in the central and south and southern California, up in Pennsylvania. We have people Puerto Rico, Kelsey here in South Florida, Richard and Madeline out in Delaware, Scott in Illinois. Victor, it's awesome to see all of you on tonight. And I know we have other friends on because I can see them over here. Some of our other friends, Jose and Maria and Amber, George, awesome to have you all on this evening as well over there in the stream. So again, thanks again for tuning in. We will be with you next week as well with Oliver Figueroa. As a business owner, stay tuned to the text messages and emails that Jen sends out every week to hear and see what is new and what is coming. And of course, I am forgetting, and I know we're doing something next week. Let me pull this up because I want to make sure I'm not missing this while I've got you here. Yes, next week we also have a workshop. We're going to be having a lot of fun talking about some great training. So next Tuesday night, we're going to also have a workshop, and next Wednesday night, a business preview with Oliver Figueroa. The workshop is on Zoom. The link is there. Jennifer sends it out every week, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about some things that are really cool that, in fact, Jose even showed me some stuff about last week. So anyway, have a great night, everybody, and an awesome Friday, great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you all soon. So long.